Welcome to Free State Central News. My name is Tim Masemola. That's like a general Municipality wa Ngwathe. Me le provisionally executive mayor wa Ngwathe Municipality ile Victoria Dibir. Me ntlhakgolo ke taba ya Eskom lo ga wa motlakase ka Municipality wa Ngwathe. Me re bone ha ho bile le communications tse ngata tse tswileng Eskom bua ka lentswe lena me re bone Ngwathe le yone bua ka le me ke ena mothatha ka hlalosetsa hantle re ka ba mohlomong bothata bo kae lo re o flela ha kana bothata bona ba tle ka tharollo ya mosholella ka tlo bona bothata bona bontse bo buetse bo tsona pele mme ha tla hape ntlheng ya metsi e leng hore teng ka re Masepala wa Ngwathe ke nngwe ya dintlha tse leng hore ke tlhoba boroko ho mme sentse ke na le executive mayor he kwana executive mayor le
I think okay
rete majoro ntlha ya bohlokwa e batlang ka le ka yana ya pele re bone tsatsing la bohlano bile le programme ya bohlokwa ho le nna re na le teng mo ka re fa hanyane ka yona hore
letsatsi la bohlano ne le July the 15 ba bangata ba rona ga tseba ile Masemola day. So say the thing is that rely spend le batho ba baholo ba rona ba mo Masemola Paris. So na nkile di center tse 3 rata maqheku Masemola Launching Club and le Skonkan Launching Club ga ba kopansa kaofela. And we had the Deputy Minister, Thembi Siweya, Moana Tlile a etetse le yena a tlo spend letsatsi leo le ba bagolo ba rona. And mostly I know that it's Masemola day. How ka checka batho ba bagolo bana ba le mo ene le bona bana ba participate on that day ya Masemola day. So we were just celebrating le bona and we're giving out dikopo to all of those elderly people when I'm at more sending area at Matriko. So we just spent Masemola day le bona.
Mandela Day. Okay, I'm from Munene di program jalo ka Masepala.
Okay. Letsatsing la ka jeno na re le mo Frederick. So le Frederick na re ile ko kopana Matriko. So we spent Mandela Day 67 minutes le bonkgona le bontatemoholo ba kopana Matriko ko Frederick. After more raya to some center ya bana le bona ga ya ba tshakela and ultimately ga ya honkgono ka nako ele ya mbizo ene ga na le mbizo teng ona na le mothana la ka ona le nkgono a dulang a nnelo mkuku wa hae wa nnelo. So we went go what 15 wa thusana le nkgono go lokisa mkuku wa hae. So what we have done go kopana maqheku re sitse dikobo le go bona because Mandela Day it is normally said that give a blanket out. So re fanne ka dikobo and rasia maybe le some food parcels code sending ya bana re sitse di phahlo tsa bana ra isa bo di sepa o ba khona ho hlatsa bana bao and then ra fitla nkgono. So we have spent Mandela Day re thusa setjhaba.
July month ka hare ho motso wa Tumaho ke nngwe di kgodi tse leng hore di bohlokwa haholo historically and as the mayor ekaba sena se bolelang ho ba I ba Tumaho because some are saying our services had di boemong bo botle tse le hone re lonela ka 1984 and some of those services ra bona di collapse altogether. Message of hope to them about.
Firstly, re ke acknowledge what community se ba se buang ka hore we went out ka July the 15 raya galwana ga rente ha re tlo gona go patala rente e go dimo hakalo. And now once they have achieved that go fitla no ka 2022 mo di tshebeletso di seng boemong bo hantle re kopa setjhaba sa rona fela just to bear with us, especially on the basis that now as Masepala kapa administration e entjha we are in a process more re keneng go di budgeting tsa rona tsentjha and in our IDP of course na re entse di consultations le setjhaba sa rona. In our IDP one of the issues there ne re di focusitse go tsona haholo was the issue ya metsi because metsi go thata bo se ga se ka ga Masemola and ra sheba le issue ya sanitation le sewer ya rona le electricity and also to indicate go setjhabeng sa rona hore ha ra dula fela hona le this infrastructural grant ya mo president ha if ona re mamela president ana bua in parliament are for service delivery municipalities kapa whoever a fanang ka ditshebeletso must apply for this grant. So rona ka 31 that may Henry approve our budget. We also sent out the proposals to the presidency for this grant hore ba re thusa ka motlakase, ba re thusa ka metsi, ba re thusa le ka sewer as projects. So we are just waiting for the response as well. But on top of that, ha ya fela mo fela. Fortunately enough, last week Masepala o thotse a grant that will deal with the asbestos pipes. Because remember, we've got a problem with the asbestos pipe in your 1959. The asbestos pipes. So you might find that part and parcel of the challenges that we have might be the asbestos pipe, but we have gotten a project as a municipality for us who close the asbestos pipes are about 15 kilometers, which can make a huge difference more issue area so area as a municipality.
We ka integrated development plan and ke dikopano tsena ne mo ileng go bua ka yona ke mane mo ileng gore ba a lokela gore ba bete as the municipality le etsa jwang go bona gore batho ba borona ba utlwisisa molemo go attend these meetings, because e bang ile gore ba sa attend ke mane mo ileng gore ba tlo bone ka re le bankela diqeto, because le tlo tlamela le implement tse dintse dintho tse leng gore o bue ka tsona dikopano tsena. Le etsa jwang as the municipality o etsa bonnete ba gore batho ba rona ba tla dikopano tsena in large numbers?
That's why again, the first thing that I did before this meeting via the IDP, I realized that Shabasagona has to try the IDP. So best if you call it an imbizo, or most likely go imbizo, they are going to raise the very same issues there that your IDP. So some of the issues they were raising in all the towns somewhat. We have taken them because which one will go to the IDP. And this one's for the IDP. Then after that, we still went to the IDP meetings, and we had few people attending those important meetings at the IDP. But important question every citizen is that what is it that we're doing? And I believe strongly we must start educating Chabasarona about the IDP. Actually, meeting of the councillor. They attend any meetings so because ke mo ba gona go bua ditaba tsa bona o gona as Masepala ke mo re di tholandeng be re di implement, but ha ba sa tle di meetings so e tlo ba ka re as Masepala ha ona re bangela diqeto ha re mamele setšhaba. So it just means that as Masepala we must do more public participation. Re rute setšhaba go bohlokwa ba budget ke eng, bohlokwa ba IDP ke eng.
I don't think ntlhakgolong ya rona ya letsatsi e leng ntlha yane mo le ra bona motlakase ba seo matsatsing ka bang amane re bone di message tse ding di ba teng between the municipality and Eskom. We need message tse leng gore ha di tswa, and ebile engwe dintho tse leng gore batho ba rona ba bang ba ngore ya holo re e ka re mona re batla re sa re le ka mosing gore e ka ba what is really happening. Motho le re mametse right now o ka reng ho yena to say what really happened that day le hore moving forward, what happened because people are saying and
okay, I really about that question because kopa ho fana ka background hore re fitlhela ko di 1 of July. The first time when load shedding was implemented, I think it was on a Wednesday. Load shedding no implement. What happened is that I switch on immediately 15 minutes after Matlakaso light. So what happened is that Rona as Masepala, we then tripped out Eskom. So I tripped out Eskom, we had to wait for more than 3 hours. And one of the issues was that but demand alone as price is too high from the one really feeling as Eskom. Eskom are feeling about 21 MVA, which is more like voltage. Feeling 70s. So at that day, we were at about 24. So we tripped them out. Now, one of the issues then, immediately as Councillor to say that the appliances are satisfying because Maria and highly Maria China, or light a stove or light a heater or light a, so all of those appliances, they are light too.
Yes.
So we then had that process where I think it was after 2017, beginning we are June 16, 17. Onuntona le modi areas mo your old location, lebo tukolo mo tolang o motlakase wa tima and so forth. Ha etsa a program ka old location ho lo check gore lebaka lo etsa gore mabone a time again. And most of the areas that we found that it's either illegal connections kapa khale kwa masipala ona o projecta and so forth. So yona load o ya carry le as rudisa as location la ona le hola ona le body back home and kana go hada accommodate go transformer area esco. It's extra. So that's part and parcel of one of the challenges begging you. Then July the 1st there is a hala. July the 1st day is a hala Eskom ya ngola longolo was saying over problem e ka siting ya Eskom not ya Ngwathe. And Panama Kopa Ngwathe e ba thusa ho lokisa the transformer. So as the executive mayor, what we then did kakopanale the acting MM nga ho yena ngola Eskom over botso if they say reba Tuesday ka bokae, how much would that transformer be? And we communicated Lebona early in the morning because Longona Labana Ligini about 8 was saying. About 10 we already communicated Lebona about how much would it cost us or look at this transformer, because at the back of my mind as the executive mayor go Motlakase and if fault ile Eskom and Eskom ere ha rena tšhelete ya ho lokisa re kopa le re thuse, then we must take action as a municipality. Online Eskom only responded gabo 7 minutes past 4. And 7 minutes past 4 it nako ya ho tshisa mo masipaleng. Banka ya masipala e kwalaka 4:30. So obviously how ona motho a tlo kgona go etsa any payments. Then we had as the mayor and honali this court case that's in the constitutional court and the development forum, Val Development Forum, which includes the businessmen. We then spoke to Eskom about the whole issue. We had a meeting with Eskom till 11 o'clock. But Eskom, we sent you letters about clear quotations, and by law, but Eskom then still indicated that no, the fault is on the side, it's our side, and we do so. 8 o'clock we agreed to reconvene. 8 o'clock in the morning, we reconvened 8 o'clock in the morning. Wanted to know Eskom, now the quotation please go and do a proper assessment or a transformer in or Eskom came back, told us, or no, a transformer in, we need the repairs and so as a municipality we called our own banker, which is ABSA. Phone ABSA, can we pay Eskom over the weekend so that but the bank and Mulao wa local government or changed which auditors general in 2012 changed and said municipalities are the payments over the weekend because it's recognized as fraud. So the municipality then called the bank, and the banker then responded and said you can only do payment alone at 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday. We spoke to Eskom and indicated that to Eskom. Surprisingly, then Eskom then went out and said, no, we're just waiting for the municipality. Knowing very well that, but the municipality has went out, spoken to Banka ya Bona. The municipality are the ones that asked for the quotations and who on the situation. So that's where everything, the communications was now starting to become different. But with all that said, we ultimately then had a meeting where we agreed to this different communications from your side. It's as if now you went out but now you want to give an impression that it's the municipality and that we are not willing to pay. 8 o'clock in the morning, Ngwathe municipality paid Eskom. How na moto apateteng the Eskom account other than the municipality. There's how ona mo masipala o kadimileng chelete from any businessman. we paid this out of the coffers of the municipality. And because but why don't you take the money from a businessman as in mayor? There was that question, why don't you take that money? And I took a decision to say that no, I cannot take money from any businessman. Why did we take that money? What do we say to Auditors General? So that's why we had to wait for Monday morning to make the payment. And also, what was also important to me is that whether the money was paid on Sunday, it was not guaranteed that Eskom would have fixed the transformer that day, because in the cost statement and someone they spoke, we're not sure when can we come because it's already on Sunday. So they could have came on Monday. Now you take a decision to say, okay, let me pay on Monday morning.
Okay. I understand all these challenges still more especially our patala joint to weekend lori halaya patala ke any businessman but it can masipala. But question is rabona load rotation, personally what we call load rotation. And now transformers are there. How long are we going to see this load rotation in Zeta?
Okay. So also let me just before get the load rotation, let me just also indicate that in moving forward, because of so what we have done immediately after that is the municipality got the 6th of July we had a meeting le Eskom, and this time around meeting le Eskom we made sure the departments the province thing in that meeting. We had Cllr, we had Treasury, we had Nersa Kibaba Fanangadi tariffs. Yeah, so we had Nersa in that meeting, and we indicated to Eskom the challenges that on as Municipal. One of the issues in the discuss was the issue the very same second transformer. We've got 2 transformers, but you relate one. Why can't you switch on the second transformer? Eskom then indicated the second transformer has it. Then there was this thing, okay, let's come up with a payment plan so that we are not seen as a municipality as a pataling Eskom. And another thing, it's just that Ngwathe is not paying Eskom the full amount as to her invoice, or to invoice 20. Then Ngwathe would sometimes pay 50% of the 20, looking more more than 10. So we do pay Eskom, it's just that we don't pay them the full amount like the thing. But the engagement in Zarona, we then spoke to Eskom to say, let's come up the payment plan Sudan Eskom Sudan Municipal. And one of the requests was to say that Maria Jena, the rest of Rona is Municipal. Eskom Lona, you charge us about 43 million. A1, 43 million. Whereas Rona income is about 19 million. There's no way that the municipality will be able to pay Eskom. So because tariff Lona is Eskom, Maria is a different tariff from your Sama one. So Maria at least referring a certain amount, whether it's 50% or another amount. Let's come to that stage, because we are using a flat rate. Arena winter tariff, arena summer, it's a flat tariff. So we had that meeting, and we had to come to council, more council to discuss this payment plan. But we have not yet agreed to Eskom on the payment plan. Now council, we agreed as well as council, we must go back to the drawing board and talk to Eskom till we find a solution, or we don't have a problem with Eskom because it's a state-owned entity, state Lorona. We're supposed to work together. But all Cllr and Treasury will always be with us in these meetings. And the issue that we have done as council, appointed a task team, a political task team, it's like a donkey major. And you can say, but we have the financial committee, the council infrastructure, and then what we have also done, council. Issue ya Eskom whether council. So what we are going to do is to also invite community members to form part of this task team, but as per invitation. It means not everyone, but we go invite. If we feel that there's a need for a legal person and analyzing understanding, we can invite that day for that meeting. If we analyzing an idea on electricity or the tariffs, we will invite that community member to be part of this this meeting. Now, challenge now currently why we still have load rotation is because our load ya rona ya locationing intele hudimo, and a highly hudimo like Eskom in a sense the second transformer, which they are saying it's not working. It means currently we're supposed to be on 21 and one transformer get 20, so we are on 20. So that's why load rotation I manage so that eskatima Eskom. But this means that it can't be that every year there is a load rotation. It means council must come with a solution in terms of making sure how do we ensure next year a load rotation, because load rotation in winter when our load is team. We have applied for a NMD. NMD is to increase the 21 yarona. We went to about 30. And then Eskom requested us about 66 million to fix infrastructure or give us a NMD annual in Ngwathe. But for Paris only, it's about 32 million. For Paris only. Relook the issues that the transformers are on. It means for that have in 21 MVA. They request about 32. But what we have done is to take that, submit local province, province, because as a municipality, are collectively chilled.
Yes.
As a municipality.
I was also about to ask you a question based on revenue collection. Analia hall. Analia means maybe let us try new ideas to get a system to collect revenue enough. It will assist the school to Eskom. How much do you owe Eskom by now? It will take a
Okay, in terms of the revenue enhancement strategy plan, to be honest, it will focus chava. It means the first thing is that Baba connecting illegal. We must take action. We must collect from our community members. And then body business places that one. If by into the illegal connections, we must be able to go. And one important thing is that you as long all community member Ngwathe, but also what is important is that Shabasana Bazawanga afford the apply indigence because Leona itla trusa then more stations change our meters. We need to decide how to smart meters or the split meters. Council has to decide more to change and the meters on. And for me, it's all about we must go with technology because if we can see meter, whether it is smart as a municipality, we must be able to see a fault by a fault. So that's a fault we would have to recheck what's on. But beyond that, other strategies that in terms of the enhancement is that we must look at our assets that we have. Assets, we've got Mimosa. Mimosa is an asset. Renaldi Fly Machine is an asset. How do we open up those assets for investment so that as a municipality? So those are the strategies that we really have to come in to solve. And we are owing Eskom about 1.5 billion.
Okay. Majoro, batho ba ngata ba bua ntlha engwe ya hore yes, rabona Masemola wa leka hore o tle ka tharollo ntlheng ya motlakase, but their own employees partly ke part ya problem e leng hore Masemola o iphumana na le yona ya di mitara tse le hore di bridgetswe and all that. internally, what are you doing to make sure that library from internally?
So, honale community members staring, but for Masemola they are a problem. And what we always ask, because go Masemola una the procedure. How honu ho sebetsa ho lela ka motho fela o sna bopaki ba gore o entse. So that's why re dulang go kopa community members and ba re jwetse hore hona le situation so just this morning I got a message that was sent ko motho o mong ha ba sendela nna directly, but this person was saying I'm sending it to you kopa we fitisetse to majoro a fana ka a house number it's billing. I can't keep quiet because ga safara motlakase ke gona ba safara ntlo ena itsipile and it's the same way that someone how ka jwetsa fela ke mang o maspa I this thing so that re gona go solve and Masemola o nke action bona re tlile mona o tlonga action go batla go change maphelo a batho.
Majoro ka se bui ka metsi ka motlakase re sa bui ka metsi and ha rena mathata a leng gore Ngwathe iphumana ena le ona today ke o femela setšhaba ka metsi e ka ba mohlomong le na le plan going forward to say crisis e re nang le yona ha jwale ha na le maano a leng gore twa Cllr a kenya tshebetsong go etsa bonnete ba gore batho ba rona ba fumana metsi.
Re ke qale pele ka ho explain our challenge. Re came at a stage where metsi is a problem, and today it seems like it's an even bigger problem. Now, we can't run away from honale acts of sabotage. And I want to also give why I'm saying there's acts of sabotage. On Friday, remember this weekend, almost the whole weekend, I'll check a pipeline the new pipeline I'll change a pipe reservoir battery which is got skonkenver. On a liberty deciding fellow bona balonga match with chatly pipe. The act of sabotage. On a liberty deciding fellow bona batla kwala di valve for the one. Now others are saying obviously it's more, it might be municipal workers. That's why at some stage we took a action on one of our municipal workers that was supposed to have made sure reservoir how fitla mo water reservoir is empty mariano o sign o rona le mo. So we took action, consequence management into it. But beyond acts of sabotage, we issue co-planting ya rona. Co-planting ya rona, we are currently busy. Onale project starting COVID. They call it a COVID project. COVID started 2019-22. Yeah. Project ena was a COVID project. Inelo ho change the filter on. We came in 2022. Those filters were removed, but the project is lifespan project. It's at the end, and what we have is because remember we must report go MIG grant spending. We spoke to Cllr. Cllr also realized that this project won't finish now, so those filters are a contributing factor to why there's no water as well, because Tansara changed those filters. And we have changed the contractor because we are in a process of terminating the contractor. Because I believe strongly in service delivery first. I can't you can't ulimo project and also complete a project and you raise all problems why you can't complete a project, yet Chabas told me it. So we've got that challenge, the filters, but we are in the process of terminating and we will start relookies. And then we've got this project 2 and the pipe is already changing. Pipeline number 4, Eyango Mandela, pipeline number 3, which is Eyango Skonkenville. And these were directly from the plant, ya ko locationing le ko Skonkenville. So the work e dulang e etsahala mo can also be part of why installer process ya go metse everything. So but we have done applications tsa go re lokise plant ya rona. Ona le mosebetsi mo ngata o tla mo etsa planting ya Paris. Di clarify ha di sebetse. So tante re lokise clarify tsa rona. So firstly, it would have to be work go planting areas, and we have done the applications for go lokisa plant ya go.
Ntuma ka botsoro majoro re ka bona maybe mohlomong le build a whole new plant, because structural integrity is 65 to 70 years. And plant ya rona ke hola is at 60 years now. And ho bona bo emo ba that plant eo gono ele lorry, it's like taking a new Mercedes-Benz o ka bonge party incha Mercedes-Benz go ikenya koloi e longa e sena le nako le teng go le tloba le challenges le tlo se tsa ka se mfuta o feng le fila go le lokise bo emo bo le na le bona o le opte o rema mohlomong re hloka re be le a new plant altogether.
In our IDP, we rent a proposal and a new plant altogether, because lifespan difficult. That's why I was saying 1959.
Yeah.
Plant 1959. So okay, 1959 in a caterer for Batoga. It was catering for only a small portion of people. Location Lehudi. Lehudi, and we are still planning on who this allocation. So plant it needs for a total new plant. That's why rent application infrastructure, but beyond application infrastructure, rental application ko MIG, which is municipal infrastructure grant, so that we do a total revamp of our plant.
One, there was a plant and that plant where the plant is it's one of a kind in Africa. And the last time I was there with purification plant, I saw that plant where I said it, and it's in a very bad state. Are you considering maybe resuscitate and going forward?
Okay, we have started, because Trident plant, the only challenges with the Trident plant is that when I'm in Val River, the quality of the water, it's not that clean. Val River is not that clean, so the quality of the water is also a problem. Trident plant. But what we have done is that we came here at a stage where, but when I install, they left before they could finish the process of installing that plant. So we went back to them and said, okay, the guys that you got the contract with, Lebona, we are on the process of terminating them, which are the ones that I'm talking about, that has totally taken over our plant. We are at a stage of terminating them. So how about, because plant you were there in the process, how can we resuscitate this plant? So we have called them back to come and help us in ensuring that our plant assist, because in Tlamele if I about 10 million, or they call it 10 million kilo waters. Yes. So now we are at the stage where sometimes it works, sometimes I say it, but we have called back the company who will assist.
Majority na ke na mona bothata ba metsi ne se ntwentsha ne le bothata bo leng hore boteng, and motho mo ga ka botsa hore mara majority ke le ba dula fatshe hore o go re ke shebore, as the municipality, do we have the capacity? Because ntotso bo nka tsona ka ofela re ka ba le planting cha ba le everything, but if you lo remain power na lona se batho ba ile hore ba na le capacity ya o ya yo ba ka etsa metsi ka tselene ba itse re ka bona bothata bona bontse botsola pele. As the municipality le na le capacity yona, le na le capacity e tlamele e be teng ka hare e hlokahala.
Currently, Paris is the one area more along how we do have the class 5 operators to qualify as an operator. We do have class 5 operators. We've got class 3. You do have that. But if on a plant that is non-functional, then no matter how much water it won't work, because one of the biggest challenges that we have as well is that the sump that we have is too small. How you store the water in there. Now if you overflow, so we do have that, but it does not mean that we don't have to upskill. There is still a need for upskilling. One thing that I came in more Ngwathe, which I believe it's something that we lack, is that we don't have engineers. No department can say we've got a civil engineer, we've got we need that skill, engineering as well. We can have the operators, but the engineers are also needed. So we need that.
But your last word.
My last words to Chabasa, to Mahole, or Chabasa Ngwathe is to say that I acknowledge that Matata Arona Ating. And with all those problems, we believe that we will overcome them. And then how about we face something bit by bit or solve an matata thing. So we would like the community to give us the chance to try and fix more. We request for that patience with administration so that we are able to implement the issues that are raising the issues that are raising in our IDP, so that next year we deal with the issues the IDP and issues the budget. They are able to tick and say, but July, this is what we said you guys must do, and you did not do it. July, this is what we said you must do. So we just need that patience. And now for Municipality has the Cllr. Municipality is a triangle. Municipality is a triangle in the sense of Otola Kima Cllr Kodimo, Otola executive, the administrators, and then most importantly the community. So without component A community, it means we are not a triangle, are complete. So everything that happens is that the involvement, yes, child. Everything the community members can bring suggestions. Already we've got people that are bringing suggestions to this is what you must do, but because our challenges are so many, we are unable to attend to them. But it does not mean that we will not respond to those challenges, and it is important for community members to work with their councillors. One thing and which we will fix from our side as a municipality is the issue of communications. And so that everyone has got the same message. Importantly, here is now a signature or airing the executive mayor Kappa communications unit. It would not necessarily be information it's on Maspaling. But everything executive mayor Kappa communications unit so that they are not confused by the messages different from different people. So that is my plea with the community to say that let's always wait for official communications either through the executive mayor or the communications unit. The facts. So those are my words. Thank you very much.